When you and I last talked, uh, did we leave it that there was something in particular we were going to get to in the next session?
No, not that I remember, no.
Okay, then I think what we should do is some kind of a guided meditation, whether I guide you or whether you guide me, and so that I can see exactly where you are. So I think better if you guide me
Okay.
up through the jhanic arc, seeing if you can coax me into whatever state you're in, helping me make the transitions. It should be pretty. It should happen pretty naturally as long as you give me clues all along the way of what's going on. I'll be able to sympathetically vibrate.
You mean explain the phenomena that I'm experiencing?
Yeah, for example, if you say, I'm right now I'm experiencing a kind of a tight focus on the area around the nose and mouth, and feeling a little bit of rising energy in the body, kind of phenomenological descriptions of the first jhana, for example, and what you're doing to get there, and then as you transition into the next jhana, what does that feel like? That sort of thing.
Well, in the witness?
Whatever you would normally do, yeah. So if you are
I've
in the
never,
witness, then talk me into the witness and let me follow along there.
okay, I've never actually sat in the witness and talked through it, so I'm not sure what's going to happen there.
Okay, good. And I'll chime in too if there's something that's going on for me that I think is relevant that I just want to share. And for example, if I'm in the first jhana and I notice a kind of a body pulse, I'll mention it, and so we'll kind of go back and forth like that as we talk ourselves through the jhanic arc.
Okay. Okay. I got extremely gross pleasantness on the surface of the body, throughout the whole body, vibrations, which are extremely gross for me at the moment, and primarily on the surface. And the focus is very centered. The eye focus, about there. And there's like a sense of effort, but I don't need to put any effort in staying in it. It's just a sense of effort. But the gross, bubbly vibrations on the surface of the body are the main theme of this state. This is first jhana for me.
Okay.
I just went to second. It's like this focus here kind of spreads out somewhat. It widens slightly out. And that effort, that sense of effort, it drops away. And those gross bubbly vibrations on the surface of the body drop away. And then now it's just a subtler vibration throughout the body, but I sense it more within the body than on the surface. Although I do sense it on the surface, but it's more obvious within. And that effort is not there, and that's the big difference I see, is that I feel more relaxed in this jhana than the first jhana, because the grossness was just a bit too much.
Yes, I feel that.
So transitioning to the third is always strange because there's a tendency to watch the eyes unfocus, well, not unfocus, but refocus to the edges. And sometimes there's like this, if I'm manipulating, going from second to third, I sometimes get my eyes mixed up and I try and focus directly forward, but it kind of tenses, so I have to relax. And so when I'm in the witness, it just relaxes, and the focus of the eyes, at least, are on the edges.
You mean in the third jhana?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I sense more of the very blissful vibrations throughout the body, but more on the surface. And they're very blissful. But it's like, whoosh, the focus is more around here. The blissful vibrations felt more on the surface of my limbs, of my arms and legs. But I also feel it in my chest and behind, within my body here, in the upper chest, and my stomach. It's almost like it's not as gross as the first jhana, but it has a certain blissful quality that the first jhana has. It's just subtler. Fourth, the focus from there, it just shifts to a really gentle focus of everything in front for the eyes. And those blissful vibrations that I was feeling generally on the surface of the limbs has dropped away, and now it's just a really calm vibration throughout the body. Not at all blissful, like overly blissful like the third and the first.
I also notice here that there's panoramic awareness and the edges of the body have dropped away, so I can't even feel the skin in the same way that I did in third jhana. It's more like just sensations floating in space without any discrete barrier between body and not body.
Agreed. I hadn't focused on that, but you're right. This is very high equanimity for me. Very similar feel to it.
Yes. The mind doesn't want to reach out to any object. If an object comes, then the mind will notice it, and objects do come, but the mind isn't willing to reach out for anything.
It doesn't care. And I also feel this feeling of, in the previous three jhanas, I had this intention to go to the next jhana. But this one, there's no intention.
Yes.
So I think I just have to wait for it.